Hi, everybody. I'm Isis, CEO and founder of Empower Mode. And at Empower Mode, I want you to become the best version of yourself on your journey to self discovery. So, today I want to talk about why we become attached to pain and how do you help get past that pain and that trauma. I want to talk about this topic because I have been through so much on my self discovery journey, and I would definitely like to share my past experiences with you all. Not only just that, but also I want to make sure I'm giving you tips on what you can do to push past your pain, because obviously that's why you're here today watching this video. So, I want to talk about first, like, why you're attached to your own pain before I get into all the healing stuff. So I'll say for myself, for example, I know for me, there's been instances where I've become attached to pain or trauma because in the past, like, I've never really wanted to push past that. I've been a stubborn person previously. I'm still a little bit stubborn, but I'm not as stubborn as I used to be. So something I've been working on is not necessarily being a victim in my own mind. And I don't necessarily like using the word victim because I don't feel like that's what it really is. Most people just have issues just understanding their trauma. Sometimes you go through so much pain that you don't even realize that you've been traumatized. And sometimes it doesn't take until like another person or like someone coming around helping you, like a professional, to help you understand and realize that. I know that's been the case with me. Also, I do feel like some people may actually recognize that they deal with trauma and pain and they don't want to acknowledge or move forward from it. And I'll say they're doing that because it's comfortable to them. It's part of the process where they're not willing to change. And a lot of people are comfortable not changing and being a better person and being negative because, especially in this world nowadays, it is so easy to be a negative person and just not live to your true potential. And I feel like that's very problematic because that keeps you in a very low vibrational state. And it's not good for your higher purpose overall in life. I think that sometimes you do go through a lot of pain, whether that's like someone that has been abused or been through something very serious. And I just want to take the time to acknowledge that because some of you watching this probably have been through something extremely horrific. And I am so sorry that you've been through that. And I just pray for healing over you, compassion. And I just want to take the time to say that because a lot of times people just want to tell you, oh, you're a victim. You got to move past it. And they want to force you to not be full of pain. And I think it's important for us here to acknowledge and understand that because you cannot move towards the healing process until you understand the pain that you've been dealing with and breaking that down and fully understanding who you are as a person, what role you played, not only what the role you played, but the role someone else played in your life as well. And that's very, very complex. It can be at times. I know for me, I was carrying a lot of pain from my childhood on really with my parents. I had a lot of issues with one of my parents. I won't say specifically which one. And I remember there was a time where I felt like I actually hated my parent. And it's hard for me to say that out loud, but that's how I was feeling. I had a period in my life where I felt that way. And people will always tell me, Isis, you're so grateful that you have this parent alive. Like, you should just be grateful that they're in your life and you shouldn't hold things against your parents. I understood that. But in the back of my mind, I was like, why did I have to go through all this as a child? Like, why couldn't they have treated me better in certain circumstances? Why didn't I get the emotional support I needed? Why am I being blamed for all these things I didn't do? Why am I being yelled at for things or traumatized for things on that I'm not even aware of that I should even know about. So I think for me, I reached a real breaking point where I was like not feeling good about myself. And I just knew at that point I had to change for my higher purpose. I really did. I started getting closer to God. I was praying a lot about it, praying for forgiveness, and just coming to God because it was just very hard on my heart. My heart was so heavy, y'all. So heavy. And I just feel like I needed to make space for light in my heart, like goodness from source. And I started praying, I started meditating, I started journaling. And I talk about this almost every video. Started going to therapy, and now I feel so much better, so much lighter. And that really helped me with my healing process. I think the biggest question for me was that I told myself, I was like, Isis, why are you allowing your abuser to still abuse you? Why are you attached to this pain? Why do you want to keep suffering? And you suffering in silence because also, I should mention this, things that I was feeling and experiencing, I wasn't even fully articulating it to people that have hurt me. So for me, that became an issue because I was holding on to so much weight that I was really stressing myself out and in total, like, not only did my spiritual health decline, my physical health started declining, y'all. Like, it was bad. Like, really bad. So I'm telling you now, like, please don't do what I did. And I know it's easier said than done. So I want you to realize and understand that this isn't going to be an easy process. I want to be 1000% honest with y'all. Like, this has taken years of work for me to sit here and be talking to y'all about the things that I have been experiencing, especially in relation to pain. And I am just so proud of myself. And if you're on your journey to dealing with your pain and trauma, I just want y'all to know I am so proud of you. I'm very proud of you. You even watching this video right now, you're taking the right steps. You're trying to have the tools to be able to acknowledge, embrace it, move on from it, and one day tell your story. You are literally a walking testimonial. You're going to help other people because of the work that you're putting in. Do you realize that? I really need you to understand that. And that's what I want you to take from this video, is that you can do anything you set your mind to. You were put on this earth for a purpose, and you were put here to work through all of your grief, pain, and trauma, but also live your life. Have all the experiences, good and bad. And just understand that from your bad experiences, those are lessons, because it's teaching you what you need to do and what you should not do moving forward. But I need you to understand that you're going to be okay. You're going to move past this. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It will not happen in 5 days. It may take months to years. You have to be patient with yourself. You have to. Show yourself some grace and mercy as God will show you. Okay? I hope this video resonated with y'all today. I hope you can move past your pain and not become so attached to it. If you've been going through tough times, if you've been having a hard time with this, please feel free to comment below. And if you've already been through this journey and you are overcoming your struggles, I would also like to hear from you, because you're here to help other people. So don't forget to check out empowermode.com. I have so many resources to help you move past pain. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Don't forget to empower yourself and inspire others. Bye.